yourself really enjoy yourself.
जय श्री माता जी। हम सभी श्री माता जी के श्री चरणों में प्रणाम करके अपनी कुंडलिनी उठाकर बंधन लेंगे। We will all bow down at the lotus feet of Shri Mata Ji, raise our kundalini and put ourselves in bandhan. इसी ध्यान की स्थिति में अब हम सब श्री माता जी की अमृत वाणी को सुनेंगे. In this meditative state, let us now listen to Shri Mataji's Amrit Vani.
See, humor can say many things which you cannot say otherwise. This is absolutely a best way of saying things in which you feel embarrassed, isn't it? But this shows that we should understand Sahaja Yoga, that unless and until we are quiet, unless and until we are in thoughtless awareness, we cannot grow. So all these extreme behaviors cannot take you to the center. I must admit that the marriage business sometimes really shocks me, the way some people are married to some people. I don't know how it works out, but because very surprisingly somebody appears on the stage and now we have no time to consult 300 the reports, and Yogi tells me it's all right, then I said all right. Because for the whole month he's behind me with his file, showing me names of the people who are to be married, this, that, and really it's quite confusing. And there are so many other things I'm doing at the same time. Doesn't matter. Sometimes really it has been a real blunders. I think such horrible blunders. And I suddenly discovered them, and then I'm surprised that most of them are the entries at the last minute, you see. And you don't know what you have done. And everybody in such a big mood of marriage. It's impossible to tell them, no, you can't marry now, you haven't given the... Because you see, they just come with such enthusiasm that you don't know what to say. And sometimes you marry somebody at the last minute and they try to escape then. Also it's dangerous. This last minute marriages, I have told that now should be avoided if possible. But some of them turn out to be very wonderful. These last minute marriages, I must tell you this, we can say that, see, this Madhuri and her husband Dev, absolutely last minute. But last then, I would say the last, more last, or absolutely the last, was our Juvani and Shashibala. When Juvani came, he was supposed to marry some girl. And this girl didn't turn up. I think I don't know what was the matter, she never turned up. Now he was all ready, you see in Marathi we say Gurgyala bashing badhun. Means that thing that you put on your head is bashing. He's so much in a hurry that he tied this on his knees, you see. With his Mangasootra and all that he was there. I didn't know what to do. He said, no mother, where's my wife? I said, now from where to get somebody for him? So this Shashibal, I don't know, I was just thinking that something should happen, otherwise this fellow will collapse. The boys have come now, they are here, where is my wife? So I said, I don't know, she was to come, I don't know why she's not come. No, where is she? So, luckily the Shashibal, I don't know how she got this idea. And she said, mother, can I get married now? I said, now? Yes, I want to marry now. So I should have not told your parents, doesn't matter. In any case, they belong to some group which doesn't want me to marry. I would like to marry someone. So I said, all right, there's one Jivani here. Would you like to marry him? Yes, of course. And Jivani was in such an enthusiasm, he said, yes, They are really ideal couples. Both of them are doing very well. And there was no sari available at that time. So I said, all right, I pulled out a sari from my coach and I said, I'll use this one. Like, so we have had many spontaneous marriages, very spontaneous, and they have been extremely beautiful and has not been a problem. And some problems have been where they have been living together for years together, and as soon as they marry, they come to me, Mother, can we divorce now? This I can't understand. They can live together for years together. So it's something has to do with your previous lives, I personally think. These marriages have something to do with your previous lives. Maybe you might be wanting to marry somebody, hankering after someone, so that person had to be in your life to learn you a lesson or whatever it is. But I just can't understand, because apparently whatever looks very nice, then sometimes it really becomes very funny. And sometimes also we make mistakes. Like I think Warren was the real culprit. The way he made mistakes, I mean, I can't imagine. Now Yogi is a hasty man. So if you find somebody on the stage standing, some girl you see standing there, and he doesn't know what to do, he has to marry her to someone like that. So like you see, some boys suddenly refuse to marry someone, or some girls do not like some boys, then you feel that they are in a mood of a marriage, so better get them married to someone like. So there's a mood in Sahaja Yoga I have seen people get into moods and things. But the problem is like this: in India we are built up from childhood that you will have your husband and this. So we don't consider anybody as our husband or anything. We wait till our parents decide, all right, this is all right. Normally girls never think of any husband or anything. Boys also, I don't think this love affair is there much in India. And then the parents decide for them that this is all right, but we consult horoscopes, you see. But here we consult vibrations, but there we consult horoscopes. And when the horoscopes are all right, see, like Baba Mama's marriage, I must tell you. Baba, there was a very well-known person to her, and his sister's daughter was there to be married to him. I mean, the proposal came for Baba Mama. Now Baba Mama was much fatter than this at that time, and he had 6 friends who were even as fat as himself. And we had a huge big car in that they all sat and went to see the girl, that's a custom in India. Now this girl, poor thing, she saw from the window 6 wrestlers coming down. She got such a fright, she said, which one of them is going to be my husband? So I went up and I told her that such and such, this and this. But she said, all right, this is, if I have to marry this man, I'll marry him. But you just tell me, you stand behind the person whom I have to marry, because there are so many looking exactly the same. And that's how the marriage took place. But you see, that was the first time they saw. Then he asked me, do you like the girl? I said, I like her very much. And then I asked her, she just nodded her head, and the marriage was fixed at that moment. So you see, that's the style. We think that our elders are much more wiser and sensible. But in Sahaja Yoga sometimes, we fail. I think sometimes really we are befooled by some negative things. And sometimes we get girls who are really not at all capable of getting married, or I should say not good, or boys like that. And it's very shocking sometimes what happens. But this is due to the last minute thing. So now I'm going to think about it, that only under something circumstances which are absolutely compelling, that you know about someone very well, and if such a person is let down, then it's all right. But mostly if you don't know the person and suddenly they come up, then one should not go with the spontaneous marriage. But you see, marriage is a thing for Indians is that is just like having a baby in the house, you see, just like that. It's a part and parcel. So they never think that, all right, my wife has come, she's short or she's fair or dark, nothing. Now she's my wife, like your child. Like your child comes in, that's it. So this is what it is, a marriage. This is the wife who has come, the husband is there. Husband is supposed to be a husband, wife is supposed to be a wife. Finish, that's a part of the family, we all live together. And husband is supposed to protect the wife, and the wife is supposed to look after the husband and all the family people and everyone. So it is such a training, morning till evening, you see, every day we see even like Aradhana now, Anupama, my granddaughter, Shonu, all of them, I see them, they are just training themselves, you see, automatically. So that when the marriage takes place, they take to it like a fish takes to water. There's no problem with that. See, but here the thing is that you have an idea that you must fall in love. When you fall 10 times, actually, and you really fall. So the marriage is regarded as some sort of a shopping business. That's how it fails also. So once you are married, just accept this is the part of your life, it's from your destiny, it's your life, previous life's things, it's just accept the marriage, work it out. And we don't even work out marriage, they just work out. We never work. Many people say, I'll make it work. I mean, how? Is it a machine or something that to make it work? It's so artificial. So that's how if you take to marriage in that way. Married couple has to know in Sahaja Yoga that they are married because they are Sahajas. And they have to have children who are going to be great saints and Sahajogis and great people. And then they have to develop their relationship in Sahaja Yoga in a proper way. Now, as I see, it's correct that you say you are left-sided, you are right-sided, you are this, you are that. But you see, in Sahaja Yoga you become actually the person who is the Vaishnava, is the one who is in the center. Vishnu's path. You are neither left nor right. You are on Shri Krishna's path. So, how can you remain left or right? If you are left or right, then you are no more Sahaja. Sahajogis are, now see, look at me. I would say that if you want to keep me awake, I can keep awake for 5 days. If you want me to sleep, I can sleep for 5 days. Under my command. If you want me to sleep on ground, I can sit on the ground, I can sleep on the stones, and I need not sleep at all. Doesn't make a difference to me at all, because I am not at all bothered about my body or my by my physical comfort. I don't know what physical comfort means. So you can do whatever you like. So if you have to get up at 6 o'clock, I can get up at 5 if you want. And if you want, I can sleep at 5 also. So the thing is, the body should be under our command. We should not be under the command of the body. Both ways. But in a very left-sided person, it's not only the body, also the emotions play part. But in the right-sided person, it's his physical body itself is a jerky type, all the time jumping. You know, you take a child, nowadays they are suffering from this disease, that they want to go out, run here, run there, do this, do that, all the time, just like monkeys. So they are just roaming about. And they are overactive, and it's a disease now, and overactivity is a disease. And nowadays I think it will end up into that horrible stuff that you call as Ifsc disease. And you just become like reptiles. People have to carry, like you see, as they carry snakes or they carry fishes. Like that, your body becomes absolutely revolting against your conscious mind. So you can't even walk, you can't even talk. So that's one thing that happens. And the second part is the lethargic people also, they cannot lift their legs, you see. They cannot sit on the ground, they cannot do this, they cannot keep awake. So these problems are so serious that they have to be finished off in surgery, no doubt. But if your body demands it, now suppose your body demands that you should sleep. So you should say, I'll not sleep now. Let me see what can you do. You command your body. What do you mean by yourself? Who are you to tell me sleep at this time, sleep at that time? That is how you have to master your body. Like once I remember, we had a transfer and we had no beds, nothing, and I thought better sleep on the ground because I could sleep anywhere. And I had some pain in the body. I was amazed at myself. For 1 month I slept just on the cement, direct. Let me see. What is this body going to do? Then with the mind also. You see, the mind also all the time wobbly. As like they cannot sit at home now. They have come here, oh let's go out, look at this, look at that. Let's see this, let's see that. They can't sit properly for 5 minutes together. So there should be contentment within yourself. You make me sit in a room, I'll sit comfortably for hours, ages. I would not like to go anywhere, to see this, to go around this. If I have to go, I will go. Otherwise I am contented. Just what is there to see this and see that? Now you go about this way, that way, then about. So this is also a mind of the right-sided person who is all the time running away from us, running away from the house, running away from himself. So these extremes come in only when you are not in the center, when you are not yourself fully. When you are yourself, you really enjoy yourself fully, whether there is someone or not. Now I was just thinking today that supposing any other Indian lady would have been in this big house, she had written a long letter to her husband that, oh, I'm so frightened here, there are bhoots looking at me from this side, and this and that, and this, all kinds of things. Because I've seen such letters written, you see, by people. And I used to be amazed, what is there to be afraid? Because if you are in a big house or a small house, what does it matter? If it's a big house, does it mean that it becomes bhutish? And if it's a small house, it doesn't become like that. You see, so it's all conditionings of the mind. So if you have the conditionings, then you are not a surgeon. There should be no conditioning. Now I've seen that by God's grace, I have all the comforts in my family life. But to me, it makes no difference. Neither physical, nor mental, nor emotional, nothing of the kind. Now, so many people get very upset if you say they do something wrong, like Marcus, Mr. Marcus, he turned out to be a funny fellow. Doesn't matter. He's funny, that's all, finished. I don't feel much about it. People were very much disturbed. Of course, you feel more disturbed because he said some things against me. But to me, it doesn't matter. Now you start singing my praise, my jai. Sometimes I don't know if you are singing mine. All the time I think that you are singing somebody else's jai. And sometimes I may join you. You see, it's possible. I have to keep quiet. No, it's me they are singing about. I have to tell myself it's for me. So there should not be any sort of reaction. That's the point. Niranjana. Should not react. You see something, just see it. Don't react. You hear something, you just hear. Don't react. If you can manage no reaction business, means you do not react on that, neither emotionally, nor physically, nor mentally. Then spiritually you will act. It works. That works. Like Mr. Gorbachev's problem, you see. I told him, give me about 2 hours, just I'm going to sleep now. Because when I sleep, then all my attention is on one point. So I said, all right, Gorbachev, come along, sleep now. Finished. Problem was solved. That's how it works out. But when you sleep also, you are dreaming, you are thinking about this, you are doing that, tomorrow I have to get up for meditation, nothing. You just tell yourself, tomorrow there's meditation. Finish. That time you will get up. 4 o'clock means 4 o'clock. No, for the whole day today, I think, what time I got up, I don't know. Get up very early. Then everybody is sleeping. Then again I sleep. I don't know what to do. Again I get up. Then everybody is fast asleep. All right, let them sleep, doesn't matter. Then I say, all right, call somebody. I'll have some tea or something. But what I'm saying is that such a person is not troublesome to anyone. There's no demand, nothing. Everything is fine. It's all right. And on the contrary, you do so much for me that I don't know what to do with myself. Like, I must thank you all, the Swiss, you brought such nice, beautiful sheets and things for me. I never knew what sort of sheets I was using. I never knew what sort of pillowcase I had, nothing. Today she told me that I brought the sheets. I said, really? This is from. I never knew what I was using. So you see, not that I wouldn't say that I don't know about things. I know would be sorry when it was given to me in what Puja. I know from where it comes. I know the art. But what I don't worry about is this, where is that thing gone? When is it this meticulously? Why this is not at 10 o'clock? Why this is not? You can meditate anytime. But 4 o'clock is the time. That's too much for you. But I should say about 6 o'clock at least. 6. 6 o'clock is the time when, you are away from the day's problems because so much time has passed. And that's the time when you are in a state where you are silent. You are now getting up. Now supposing you have to go to work at 7, then you must do your meditation by about 5. So 5 o'clock you get up, whichever way you like. Then you 5, at least you'll get 10-15 minutes free where you meditate. Because then you have to get ready, you have to go. So 1 hour you take to get ready. Before that, if you can get up, I tell you, you just practice it, it will be very helpful. It's not that it is compulsory, if you don't meditate, you will go to hell, nothing of the kind. Sahaja Yoga is not like that. Only in Sahaja Yoga, one thing is that if you have to grow, then you have to meditate. And that's the best time for individual meditation, And that's how one has to do it. But in the West, I don't know why getting up early in the morning is worse than giving them a corporal punishment, I think. But maybe because in India, the timings are such that we are used to that kind of life. And I always get up very early. Whatever time I may sleep, I get up early. And then if I have to keep awake, I can keep awake. So the body should be your master. Should be the master of your body. Should not try to rule me. Now you will know that I'll be very soon 70 years of age. Quite an old age it is supposed to be. And still, if you make me sit on the ground, I can sit for hours. Or if you sit on the thing, I can sit for hours. Sometimes I just sit on the ground just to allow the vibrations to flow. Many people can't even sit on the ground at this age. They have pains here, pains there. Of course, if you have pains, so what does it matter? You can see your pains. See, I burnt my fingers yesterday. There was a blister. Can you see that? Just see. So what I did, I put more oil and burnt it more. Will settle down. Little bit is still there, it will go back. It's very simple thing. You see, you should do it to your body. See, if it is trying to be misbehaved, alright, do it more. Paining there, pain, more pain. So that is how you can conquer your body. But if you want to become slave of your body, then you cannot be spiritual. Because of that, all these things come up, like all these problems I saw, as you said it now, between the two persons, is very obvious. Shows that we are more concerned about each other than about ourselves. We should be able to be ourselves. If somebody says, alright, sit here, alright, sit there, what is the matter? What does it matter? It's not so important. If somebody says, alright, you don't have your food, alright, we won't have food. So what does it matter? I'm not going to die. And even if I'm going to die in any. Anyway, if that is the last. So if you take a attitude, you see, which is not strictness for others, but for yourself. then it works. Then it works. And you can make your body your slave. You are now masters. Just make your body your slave. Don't have to go to Himalayas. Don't have to do all those things. You can now. Because they could not get their realization, poor things went to the Himalayas, they stayed in the cold, they used to, I don't know, most of them died also in that condition. You might be one of them, possibly. Those who did all those things. So in this lifetime, you have to know that that's the best time, and whatever is good for our benevolence, we should do. This wisdom we should have, because we are Sajogis. It's for our good, for our benevolence. Why shouldn't we do? We have been seeking this, we've been doing this, we've been asking for this, we were born like this, and now we found it. So why not do it? But I've seen people, if they have to go to work, they'll get up in the morning. But if they have to go to meditation, they will not. Because of still the conditionings are there. But once, the best way, I think, is to, first of all, to get up in the morning. Some people say, all right, tonight I'm going to sleep early, so I'll get up tomorrow morning. You'll never. I've tried that also. Because it's good. That's what I'm saying. It's not that compulsory, nothing of that. But it's good. It's just, it's good. That's the best time that one can meditate. Now supposing I'm traveling now. Today here it is say 12 o'clock. If I am in Russia, the 12 o'clock there is 12 o'clock for me. 5 o'clock there is 5 o'clock for me. I don't have this problem. I don't have to worry about what is the time there or what is calculate now, nothing of the time. When I'm there it's 5 o'clock. Russia, all right, 5 o'clock. There exactly 5 o'clock I'm up. So what I'm trying to tell you is this, that you can master the time. You can master everything. But first you master yourself. If you have not mastered your body, your mind and emotions, how can you master? Master everything. You can master everything. You can stop the sun, you can stop the moon, you can stop the rain, do what? You can do everything. If you want, I can try something for you tomorrow. Even the moon will move with you. I've shown people that when I move with me, the moon moves. You see, they become your slaves, absolutely your slaves, because they respect you for the mastery you have. So all what we are mastering are all elements within ourselves. And that is not to be done with force or anything, but dedication, I think I would say. But for me it comes just a matter of, what should I say, part of my life, part of my life. Now Sahaja Yoga, I don't need anything, that's part of me. I don't need anything. I can sleep whenever I like, after all, get up whenever I like, this thing. Nothing. Food now, today I don't think I had lunch, nothing. And so, it doesn't matter. Nothing important. Still I look fresh, and feel fresh, I feel, yeah, all right. So, this is the thing, we should now try to know, we should master it. Now, supposing you are fond of something you want to eat. Then, you tell yourself, now, you are not going to eat that. Now say for you are fond of pasta. Poor widow has been tortured for pasta. All right. So you say that, somebody told me Guido didn't like some pasta when he came to Milan. So I thought why he didn't like. I was eating the same pasta every day. Then I ate. And I thought of it. I said, see, this pasta, they have not put olive oil, but have put corn oil, raw corn oil. All the time I have been eating that, I never thought like that. But when he didn't eat, I thought there must be something wrong. This I do with my husband also. When he says this is not good tea, then I put my attention to it to see why is it not good tea. Because I have been drinking that throughout. I never feel. that there's something wrong. I eat everything. So this is what it is that I have mastered my tongue. This tongue cannot trouble me. Whatever I want, I will eat. Jolly well, it has to tolerate. This is what it is. If you can master your tongue, master your eyes, now the eyes are such which are very powerful things, extremely powerful. And the feelings of the eyes are extremely powerful. But if you have artificial eyes, artificially you do things, then the eyes have no power. Eyes have no power. If you master your tongue, if you say anything, it may be wrong, but it will come true. Truth will only come from it. So it's the same with in the ears. You have to master it. In the sense that what? You're talking like this, all right, talk. I don't mind. So any amount of noise I can sleep. Any amount. Only thing, what I don't like, electrical light when I sleep. I've seen that. I had no these spectacles till about 4-5 years back. But with these lights, the way you are putting on me, I have to do it. They are artificial. So because of these artificial things, if the body doesn't like, it's very good. That means the body is sensitive. It is honest and it's sensitive. Should not like artificial things. If it likes artificial things, then something wrong with the body. This is genuine. That the body is genuine, you see. So this is what we have to understand, that sleep you must master. All right, to feel sleepy, stand with a pole in the hand and don't sleep. Let's see, that way. Now if you feel like eating too much, then don't eat food at all. Once I went for a massage someplace. They said you will have to starve here. I said, all right. How many days? They said about 5-6 days. I can starve any amount. 16 days I just didn't eat anything. They got a shock. They said, Baba, please eat something. What's the matter with you? And others were stealing chapatis and parathas from the shop and eating. I said, why? I never even thought of food. So you control your thoughts. No, don't think about it. Finished. Just thoughtless awareness. So this is what happens, that we have become slaves of everything. Just think of it. You are not master of anything. Now supposing you are getting late for the plane. So people will become, the aeroplane, you take the name of airport, they go off, up and down. I don't understand what is the need. At the most you will miss the plane, at the most, which I never miss. So this is a conditioning in our mind. So what? But if you miss the meditation, it means something. So priorities change. Gradually when you start mastering yourself, the priorities change and you really become the master of the of the whole atmosphere, the whole of everything. But I'm quite a master, I must say, in so many respects. But I never forced my ideas on you. If I want, I can. I don't. I allow you to grow the way you are. Because what's the use by my doing? If you do something, then how will you grow? It's like using a computer instead of your mathematical brain. Isn't it? If by what I do, if I change you, then how will you grow? So you have to do something. If you want, I can make you all get up at 4, do meditation regularly. I can. That's not. You have free will. If you want to do the meditation, if you don't want, don't do the meditation. So if something is to be respected, is your freedom. But you must respect your ultimate freedom. That you become the master. Just the master. How you play the game is your style. That's Shri Krishna. Like this, buying this house, Cabella. There was a crook, everybody had fallen a thing to him. I didn't know how to play just now. I said, let me see. Ultimately, the whole thing was discovered only 5 days before the Guru Puja. I bought this. 5 days before. 4 days before, I saw it, and 4 days before I bought it. And 3 days before we purchased this, and 1 day before it was pitched. You can do anything. Ask Guido. Guido told me that there are 2 ashrams available. I said, all right. What have you done about it? He said, nothing so far. They said, so I telephoned to him. He said, but mother, how will you do it? We'll see. And the pain did not go that day. Went and bought both of them. So, if you are a master, you see, if suppose you are a master of swords, you can do what you would like with that. So, but if you are a master of everything, you can manage everything. Everything looks magical, but it's not. Actually, you are mastering. Like we went to Germany. He said, mother, you must also buy something from Germany for puja. What's the use all the time? You bought from Holland, so why not from Germany? I said, it's such an expensive place, all I tried to avoid. But still I was going round and round. And suddenly, we came to a point. I said, now see here. In Germany, we bought things 50% less. Germany, can you believe it? That too, not the East, the West Germany. So this is what happened. But you see, you have to have the knack. And the master is not worried, you see. Master knows. Let everybody play their cards. Then master says, all right, trump card. That's the one. Then you are so confident because you are the master. But we don't spend time in mastering ourselves. This is our trouble. Now, supposing if this was the situation. Supposing. Now, husband is, say, right-sided, which I am very much. Is very right-sided all the time, sees the time like this, all the time. I have played so many tricks with him now that he doesn't play that, now see the time much. Like my daughter's wedding was there. Oh, these elder daughters. You see, they all came from Lucknow, all left-sided people. In Lucknow, if they invite you at 10 o'clock, you better go at 6 o'clock in the evening. Because by 10 o'clock they would be all sleeping and snoring. So, that's sort of people they are Lucknow. My husband comes from the same Lucknow. I know, Baba. But he is very right-sided, first class, first this, that. So, these people, poor things, came from Lucknow. So he had arranged everything. 6 o'clock, the barbers will be ready to shave you, you see. So these people were still in bed, then barbers were there, you see, to shave them. In their beds they were shaved. See, imagine the boys' side, So then they got up from their beds, poor things. Then they are told that 8 o'clock will be the breakfast served. Rush some or other poor things, you see, they have never known such a thing. They never get up before 10 in Lucknow. Now, so they rushed up, came there and all that. So much, poor things, they thought we must show our efficiency, otherwise in Bombay, people will think what these lethargic people have. So they all tried to be very, very smart and this and that. So the marriage was fixed. And the custom is that the girl has to take the garland and has to garland the boy. Otherwise you cannot marry. So the stage was fixed, and my son-in-law was to come after a certain puja on the door and come there, and the girl has to walk all the way and put the garland. It was all fixed, she sat. So she was told, you have to walk exactly at this time, and told me, keep your watch ready. Yes, I have kept my watch ready. And so poor Kalpana started walking, and nobody on the stage. So she looked back, she said, who am I going to garland here? I said, garland the chair now. So I brought her back. What we discovered, I knew what must have happened. That my son-in-law felt like going to the bathroom. And he was wearing those tight pants, you see, that they wear, churidar. And they were pulling his churidar. Poor man trying to go to the bathroom. He went up. He said, Mommy, I don't know what to do. I said, take it easy. Siti was jumping here and they didn't understand. I said, Kalpana, you go back, stand there. I'll bring Prabhat. Then Prabhat came. It took about 15-20 minutes, according to time. CP said, so you played some tricks again on me. I said, sorry, I can't. Like that. So you see, then I play tricks like this. Now he knows me too well that I am playing tricks, and so now he doesn't force me to. So this is what, if you are a master, but in a very gentle and a sweet manner, you play the tricks. He told me, now I know why you went to Russia. I know, you know that, all right. He said. Now gradually he's realized that this is a master. But I don't show like that. I am otherwise a very good housewife, all the time saying, yes sir, yes sir. You see? but, but if you are the master, you can play. That's what is Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna is the master. He has the mastery, you see. All the mastery here. And that's how he managed things. So that's what I'm trying to say, that you must master yourself. Instead of blaming anyone, instead of saying anything, just tell yourself, now I am a surgeon. Come along. Why am I here? So the right sided will become left, left will right, and ultimately it will station out into the center. It's like a pendulum we move. So this is what is a very good thing that you have shown. I'm very happy. But these problems exist. And actually in Sahaja Yoga, nobody should be right sided or left sided. You are all in the center. You are all in the center. Because certain things like shoe beating is such an embarrassing thing, you know. But you have to do it, you can't help it if you have ego. But this all can be easily solved once you face yourself. Just face yourself. So this is me, not others, not others, not others. Yourself. Face yourself. I'm like this, all right, I'll see to it. I'll put it right. All right. So now they have decided to do everything, finish everything tonight, and then they will do it. I would say if you want, you can do it now, whatever it is. And if you feel sleepy tomorrow, you can sleep also, doesn't matter. Whenever you say, I will be ready. Come.
अब हम श्री माता जी की आरती करेंगे. We will now offer आरती to श्री माता जी. सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना. जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी. दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना. सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना. जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी. दिल में सदा रहना श्री माता जी, आपका कोटि कोटि धन्यवाद माँ कि आपने हमें आपके श्री चरणों की आराधना करने का ये अवसर प्रदान किया। थैंक यू श्री माता जी फॉर गिविंग अस दिस चांस टू वर्शिप योर होली लोटस फीट। जय श्री माता जी।